still sharing about ostracism. I have a few more videos to do on this topic, and it's not that it's necessarily like a complex topic, but it is an insidious form of abuse. So I do want to spend a little bit more time really digging into the topic of ostracism, since that is something that the narcissist definitely uses against their targets, and really get you to understand what's going on in these dynamics so that you can spring into action and you're not just a sitting duck. Now, some people refer to this as like an invisible form of bullying. I say that it is a nonverbal form of bullying. It's not necessarily invisible, it's only invisible to those who don't have any awareness of what's going on. But to everyone who's aware, it's seen, right? So you can see it. You can see it taking place. Um, it's just done non-verbally, and that's the kicker. It's done without a word being said. And so the thing is, the social rejection is being communicated at a very fast pace, at a very fast speed, because it's taking place with a look, right? Faster than words could communicate. So the rejection of this person and excluding this person is being communicated with a glance, or with um, an eye roll, or with a smirk, or whatever. This is good for the narcissist because they have plausible deniability. Like, nothing is being said, and so it's kind of hard to prove something that's not being said, right? Although they are doing this or act, there's a lot of plausible deniability that they could lean towards saying. They could say that like they didn't even realize that they were smirking, or they were thinking about something else. I mean, there's like a million other things that they could make up or say. So it's really hard to prove. So this has disastrous consequences for the target. I mean, their mental health is severely impacted by this. It can create a lot of anxiety. It can start like breaking down their self-esteem, and I'll kind of tell you how that is happening. It can affect your performance at work. It can affect your success at work, and it can affect your reputation. I mean, so those are really serious things. And the thing that people don't talk about within, the groups, and when I say like they really try to push you out of these spaces that you are rightfully being placed in, or that you're entering in, it's really sad. This target has to go through a grieving process, because a lot of times the target ends up leaving. Are we ready to have that conversation? When you see people exiting these organizations and leaving these communities, it's very hard on that target because they had a right to be there. You're not supposed to be in these spaces, and so narcissists and people who ostracize others are literally excluding you and trying to kick you out of a place where you actually belong. So what happens internally is, when you experience this social rejection, you start picking away at yourself. So you can start asking yourself, or wondering like, what's wrong with me? Did I do something wrong? Am I saying something wrong? Am I just not good enough? Yada yada yada. And so you really start internalizing the shame, this wound of shame, or you're reinforcing this wound of shame. But the thing is, we know that that is the core wound of the narcissist. And so what happens is, they are projecting that onto other people, right? They are projecting that onto their target. So they want their target to feel that shame. It's like a transfer. And that's why it's so important just to see through all of this stuff and start learning how to work through it and counter it and all that, because there's really no power. And the narcissist just does not stand a chance against an educated, aware, self-aware, empowered individual. Like, they just stand no chance. Someone they've targeted who is educated, self-aware, empowered is no match for the narcissist at all. And there's nothing to transfer here, right? It takes you giving up that power in order for this dynamic to work. You have to like do the dance with them. But when you see through all of it and you understand what they're trying to do and the projections they're giving out for you to internalize, it can stop there. They're deliberately excluding you in order to cause harm, and then you begin doubting yourself. You then begin getting confused. This is where the confusion starts. And then you start people pleasing and start, I talked about that in one of the other videos. You start try to perform and do good deeds and do good things to get their attention and their approval. Once the narcissist has you confused, they've got you. It's the confusion and the doubting yourself. Then you start ruminating and all of that. Then you're emotional thinking, and that's how they start controlling you. But it's absolutely the confusion. If you are confused, you are off your bases.